Here's a question that we received recently. This question came in from Brett M. Brett wants to know, how far in advance of needing to collect Social Security do I need to apply for benefits, Loren?
Brett, the Social Security Administration allows you to apply for benefits 3 full months prior to when you want to receive those benefits. So I would encourage you to think about what you want to do from a Social Security standpoint, and then give the Social Security Administration as much of those 3 months as you can so they can process your application. It also allows for times if there's errors on those applications as well. For the families and individuals that we serve, we do file those benefits for them because it just makes it easy. You've probably not filed for Social Security before. We have done it hundreds of times, and the way you file often changes as well. I remember years and years ago, every time we wanted to file, we would call the Social Security Administration. But now we can just do it online, and that will probably change in the future to whatever the technology is at that particular point in time. But we stay up to terms with what that is, and it's easy for us to just file it.
It's like anything in life. When you've done it several times, it's easier to do it another time. When it's your first time, it can be a little bit confusing. So it's good that you help people do that. Let's talk about why Brett might have been asking this question, because you and I both know a little bit about that workshop. And there's a scenario in there, or a section in there, where John and Sue, the hypothetical couple that are the stars of the workshop, they're making that Social Security decision. And I'm going to go this far to say that you kind of help them test drive 3 different options.
We do, because there's so many options that people have when it comes to Social Security, and that often is a surprise that we hear after somebody attends the online Journey to Retirement workshop, because you have up to 81 different options when it comes time to elect. Now, with our hypothetical couple, John and Sue, we bake that down into 3 of their optimal decisions, and then we show you why they choose the decision that they choose. And I can tell you in the workshop, the decision that John and Sue have, the difference between the lifetime income for them is approximated at over $90,000 of difference between one decision versus another decision. And this is very similar with most people when it comes to making their Social Security. So in the spirit of test driving, you can do this with your Social Security as well. So let's say that you're going to receive $2,500 a month from your Social Security. You need $6,000 a month to live on. That means you need $3,500 a month from your investments. Does it work? Does it not work? Do you need to take less from your investments? Do you need to take more from your investments? Do you need to make a different Social Security decision? All of these things are things that you need to look at and can effectively test drive as you're test driving all of your retirement plans.
And I think it might surprise people that you really can quantify that. Of course, you have to use some assumptions about how long people will live and some other things like that, that of course you don't have a crystal ball to know, but really to show someone in real numbers what it could look like for them, that is so valuable when they're making that decision.
Yeah, it's way easier for them to make the decision when they actually get to see it. And the technology that we use is very simple. It's complex, but the visuals are so simple. When you get to see you're receiving X amount of dollars from Social Security, you need to take Y dollars out of your investments, and you're going to need a total amount of money to live the lifestyle that you want to. And here's how it is all going to work together today. But here's the implications it has on 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years down the road. And when you get to see that, the decisions that you have to make become much simpler.